Hello, Sandman. I'm Bella. Welcome to this SCNN Global Edition. With Halloween right around the corner, you might be thinking about monsters, but scientists from New Zealand are soon going to answer the age-old myth. Does the Loch Ness Monster really exist? Sophia is on location in Scotland, home to the legendary Loch Ness Monster. She is there with New Zealand scientist Neil Gemmell, who is about to embark on a research expedition to finally prove once and for all if the Loch Ness Monster is real. Over to you, Sophia.
Hi, I'm here with scientist Neil Gilman. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Happy to be here, Sophia.
Can you tell us a little bit about your study?
The plan is to collect 300 DNA samples from different depths in various places within the lake. DNA is the material that tells cells what to do and comes from things like an animal's skin, feathers, scales, and more. We'll then use the DNA to learn what different animals live in the lake and match it to what we find in our samples.
What if you don't find any unusual DNA?
We might find other useful info. For example, invasive species are living in the lake. They don't belong here and often cause problems by eating the animals or food that have always been here.
Now for the question everyone's dying to know. Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster?
I may not believe in monsters, but I've found that people always want there to be mysteries to solve. That's part of the spirit of discovery, and sometimes what you find may not be what you were expecting.
We've spoken with scientists, but we are wondering, what do locals think about this study?
The Loch Ness Monster? Oh, you mean Nessie. She's from outer space. You're not going to find no DNA.
That old myth is just probably a big log floating around, or a big fish swimming on the surface. Have you ever seen a giant catfish?
Thanks for your time. Back to Bella in the studio.
Well, there you have it, folks. Only time and DNA will tell whether Nessie is real or not.
Yes, Christian. I can't believe I missed trash pickup again. I wish there was an easy way to remember when to put the trash out.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, I'm Elena, and we have urgent message.
People have been missing trash pickup, leaving piles of trash all over the streets.
Where have the trash men gone?
Maybe they're tired of people forgetting to bring the trash out in time, so they've stopped coming.
Well, guess what? There's an app for that. It's called Recycle Coach.
Really? What a great idea to help people remember. What else does it do?
Let's go over to Ricky and Joey to hear more about the app.
Thanks, Emily and Allie. I'm Ricky here with Joey, coming to you live, sort of, to tell you all about Recycle Coach.
That's right. Recycle Coach is an address-based app that can be downloaded from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. The app helps with remembering to take out the trash specifically for your area.
With a simple tap or click, you can set alerts and reminders so you never miss your recycling day. Receive instant updates on recycling events and enjoy exporting calendar options directly to your device.
What if you don't have a phone?
No problem. The app also has a computer-friendly version.
So there's no excuse.
Let's hear from some people who have been using the app. Hi, Addie. You've been using Recycle Coach for a little while now. What do you have to say about it?
I'm very impressed with the app. It makes me remember when to take out the trash on time.
Thank you.
Hi, Emily. So you've been using Recycle Coach to help you with recycling and remembering when to take out the trash. What do you think about the app?
I like it because of features, but it can be a little confusing at times.
Thank you.
Hi, Allie. What do you think of the app Recycle Coach?
One of my favorite things about this app so far is the detail included with each item, like when you type in whether it's recyclable or not. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Now back to the studio.
It was great hearing from people who used the app.
I agree. I know they're always improving the app.
Recycling is such an important thing. In fact, Sandman has bins all over school to recycle plastic bags.
Everything helps. Now on to the school news. Bye bye.
Good morning, Sandman. I'm Danica Sturgeon.
And I am Zanaya Giddings. Together we are going to tell you about the Global Read Aloud.
The Global Read Aloud was created in 2010 with the goal of using one book to connect the world. Through various platforms, we can read the same book and share our responses to reading with students from all around the world, as well as each other here at Sandman. There is a 6-week set period to read the text and make as many global connections as possible.
This is meant to make the world a little smaller, to open our eyes to the rest of the world, and look at all our shared experiences. How cool is it to know that the book we are reading here is being read across the globe?
Yes, there are more than 2 million kids participating in the Global Read Aloud from more than 60 different countries. If everyone in our school participates, we are contributing almost 500 kids to that statistic. I can't wait to share our thoughts, ideas, reactions, questions, and more with students from another part of the world.
Yes, I'm even more excited about the book we are reading in 6th grade. For the Global Read Aloud, we are reading Alan Gratz's award-winning book, Refuges.
With more on the featured title, Refugee, is Matt and Bryn.
What's up, Sandman? We are here to talk to you about Alan Gratz's amazingly gripping, somewhat terrifying book, Refugee.
That's right. This book is a true page-turner that you will not want to put down. Alan Gratz wrote this book about 3 different fictional characters who were forced to leave their home and country for different reasons, each decades apart.
True. Joseph is a character that is forced to leave Germany because he is Jewish under Hitler's regime in the 1930s. In 1994, Isabel is forced to leave Cuba under Fidel Castro's regime due to an ongoing civil war in hopes of reaching Miami, Florida. That's 90 miles away. And Mahmoud was forced out of Syria in 2015 due to airstrikes from Russia and America. In other words, his apartment building was bombed and he quickly became homeless.
None of these characters are real, but they are each inspired by real-life events during those times. Knowing that, you become invested in each of their stories. Will they make it to a safe place with their families?
You must read Alan Gratz's Refugee to find out.
Good morning, Sandman. I'm Christian Thode.
And I'm Leon Stravinsky. You might be wondering what the current refugee process is here in the United States, and the answer is evolving.
Yes, the United States has had a refugee program since 1980, but its policies change as the presidential administration changes.
For example, when President Obama was in office, he allowed 85,000 refugees to enter the United States in 2016. Since President Trump has been in office, that number has gone down a lot.
Yes, President Trump wants to restrict the number of refugees entering our country. The limit is 45,000 in the year 2018, but so far only 20,918 refugees have entered this year.
CATO is a group in Washington, D.C. that researches important issues, including refugees, and then advises our government as they make important decisions and policies.
Right, and they say that refugees in our country are a good thing. They help the U.S. make money and rarely cause any harm while they're in the United States. It is a very controversial issue that many people disagree on. How do you see people as anything but people like you and me? But what if you are wrong and you let someone in that causes trouble? I can't imagine making such a difficult decision, and I'm glad it is not just one person's decision.
Yes, when Miss Harris was introducing the book Refugee to her students, she asked them to imagine themselves in a position where they are no longer safe in their own home, neighborhood, state, or country.
It is not safe for you to stay where you have grown up. You can't go to school anymore. There is no school. There is little to no food available to you, and you are in survival mode. You do not have time to plan your journey. You just need to leave. You are now seeking refuge. What do? Now let's say you make the difficult journey and you arrive at a new country, but that country says you are not welcome. What do you do now?
These are the problems the characters in Refugee face, but also what is happening in our world today.
That's a lot to think about, Sandman. Have a great week. We can't wait to connect through the global read aloud. One book to connect the world.